Hello, local SEO tips. Local SEO tips. Hello, my name is Chris Palmer, and in today's video is local SEO tips. My name is Chris Palmer. In this video, I'd like to walk you through step by step exactly what I'm working on. Small little project. I decided to take it on. Great guy, great company. Not a reason, no reason not to. So what I want to do is I want to break down the formula, basically. What am I looking at? What am I doing? Ways that will help you get better results for your local business, small business, medium business, whatever it is. All right? So I want to give you the formula. Very simple, right? I like to keep things simple. So, of course, I don't want to waste any time. These are tips, but really we're going to work together. Feel free to go ahead, ask any questions. Let me guess, this side maybe? Ask any questions that you may have. I'll be more than happy to answer them. What we're going to be doing today is we're going to be working on a particular site called Horizon Movers. Now, I am by no stretch of imagination a design expert, right? So this particular client told me exactly how he wanted it laid out. So that's exactly what I did. But what I'm going to go through first, maybe if you're just starting out, or maybe you're new, or maybe you have questions. Again, ask your questions. I'm not sure which way it is, but ask your questions. I'll be happy to answer them. But let's cover exactly what we did, why we're doing it, what we're going to do, and then we're going to do some work, and I'll answer your questions. Fair enough? All right, so that's what we're doing right now. Let's see if there's anybody here, and we'll welcome them and say hello. Stream's bitrate is higher than recommended. Okay, well, that's okay. So nobody has anything to say. Cool. So Marcos says, hello, Marcos. Great to have you. So this is what it is. Now let's start from the very beginning, right? Let's talk about what's first. All right. So what are we working with? What are we working on? You know, who's the competitors? What's the baseline? What are we trying to do here? So first and foremost, if we're coming into here, we started off for one of our main SERPs, which is Moving Company. Okay, so Moving Company Quad Cities. All right, so Moving Company Quad Cities is our primary. We started off at position 5. So far, we've only optimized the first page. We are sitting in the top 3 now for our primary keyword. This is a keyword that we're after. He wasn't in the top 3. He was not happy at all. So with some basic optimization, we were able to jump up. All right. So with that being said, how I do things is I like to match and mirror the winners. All right. So if you're just starting out, we always need to go out and figure out who's winning, right? Who had basically this is really my thought process, right? Who had the money to pay to have somebody go figure all this stuff out? Right? And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to go out and I'm going to match and mirror exactly what they're doing and bring it over to my client or whomever I'm working with. This is going to give me a guideline. This is called modeling, right? So for me, it's quite easy, right? Who's a big player in this market? Mayflower is, right? We're talking about moving. We're talking about this company. So let me just showcase something here. So let's come over here and have a look. So if we're looking for moving, let's just look up the word moving. A big, massive, right? 200,000. We have moving.com, obviously, because they have a exact match. So these guys here are doing it big. These are competitors of ours. They have, I think if we're looking at a Moz metric, they're sitting on like a DA50, right? These guys are, if you look at my main SERP that we're targeting, these guys are number 1. I set client expectation. I said, listen, we want to be top 3, top 2, it's only a matter of time before we could beat these guys, but these guys are big. But I'll show you the site that I'm modeling, which isn't them. However, I'll show you who I'm modeling after. So if we come over here and we look for Moving Company Iowa, which is where we're targeting, I want you to take a look here. There's Allied. They're not necessarily who I like as far as professional for me, right? The site I'm modeling after is actually Mayflower. All right. And the reason for this is because look at these guys. 110. If who doesn't know the Mayflower Moving Company, right? I mean, massive brand. And I want you to take note of some similarities. All right. And this goes the same for you. If you have a campaign, you can't lose modeling the winners, right? I'm sure you've heard that, I don't want to say it, but fake it till you make it, right? So if I have a successful brand or business to model after, why wouldn't I model after it? That doesn't make any sense. So let's take a look at some similarities here of what we're doing so far. I'm just catching you up to speed here, and then we're going to start getting into it. I'll answer questions if you have any. So let's come take a look at this. There are a lot of similarities. All right. So if we come on down here, you'll start to see. Obviously, and we'll talk about what we did so far. If we come in here, so Movers Blog. If you take a look at the page that we're going to create, it's Moving Tips. Moving Tips is a huge keyword, right? It's also a trust signal to have a blog. So we added that. They had, if you take a look here, before we started or got into it, they had local moving. They had long distance moving. This is what we're going to work on today. They had portable storage containers and 1, 2, 3. So these are the 6 pages that they had. My game plan was, hey, those are cool. Those are your main services. Let's list those. But what I want to add is I want to add a services page. I want to bundle them together into a category, really to help with internal linking structure. And aside from that, I want to fix the URL structures. This will help with this. And I wanted to create a locations asset, all right? So because we want to target all these small communities, okay? So if you take a look at these, some of these are some big boys too. Like Davenport's pretty big, and I think Iowa City, if it's not here, we'll be adding it. But with that being said, we're talking about modeling. So if you take a look here, their services, look at they're lining up their services. And then if you come over here, they have their locations tab or a locations page, which is a little bit different than what we're going to do because we're just focusing on the Quad Cities. Okay. But in any case, I just want to let you know, much like if you were to pick up a client and, I'm not a design guy. So it's like, hey, tell me what you like. All right. And we'll just bring it over or tell me what you want. Right. And then aside from that, I always like to know, okay, what's the structure? Because if these guys are setting this up this way and they've been in business for forever, right? They're getting boatloads of traffic. They're a huge brand. I'm sure they've allocated quite a bit of budget to figuring out what works for me, right? That was nice of them to do that for us. That's what I was thinking. Now let's come over here because these guys here, which is a primary winner of ours, big brand, I guess. They're doing a couple things right and a couple things wrong. I'm not going to point out publicly what they're doing wrong, but if anybody knows a little bit of SEO, I'm sure you guys could figure that out. All right. So here's what we're doing. Okay. What I want to do is I want to set up the main service pages. I'm going to pull them from the cache. I'm also going to create the locale pages. Yeah, because I got to meet with this. I don't have to. I want to talk to this gentleman tonight. He's just a nice guy. I really enjoy his time. So here we go, and that's what I look for. So what do we have? What are we working with? If maybe perhaps, if maybe you're just starting out, like if Chris Palmer is going to set something up, and again, he wanted WordPress, he wanted it to be a certain way, he wanted to be able to change things, he wanted to retain control. The past agency did not allow any of that, which is typical, but I just wanted to change a few things for him. So we brought him over on a new server, set him up on cloud hosting, got him the SSL, The first thing I went in and did is I got WP Rocket. I also set up this right here, this little Chris Palmer SEO. If you take a look over here, pretty cool, right? You like that? That's actually SEO Press. They let you do that. But if you go and search the plugins, it'll say the name, right? I thought that was pretty slick. I'll probably take that out eventually, but I thought it was cool. So that's SEO Press. That'll take care of metas and titles. So you're probably wondering, well, what did you add as far as schema there, Chris? Well, let me show you. So what we did is just basic titles and metas. I don't do meta descriptions, which was he wasn't really feeling that because he's like, hey, on some of these searches, it's showing like Jeff and Chris. It's showing reviews. I think he did moving company Davenport, which is where he's from, and it was about a 15-minute conversation. To let him to get him on board with 0 descriptions, let Google decide, because Google's going to decide anyway. And aside from that, your meta description is going to be based upon the user's search intent, right? And then on top of that, if it's based on user intent, and Google's going to change it anyway, right? I want to be able to have the best for whatever they're searching for. So I said, hey, the page will be optimized. I didn't go in and optimize yet. We're just building it out. I was like, just let them choose it, because it's going to be based. Look, they're going to pull, because remember, they're bolding up things, right? They're bolding things up to showcase how relevant the result is, right? Where did I hear that? I think I heard Kyle say that, right? Makes perfect sense. It's true. So as long as we have an optimized page, you're able to do this, and then we're able to target, because this is not a ranking signal, all right? Not in my opinion. I'm not Google, but I don't think it is. So with that being said, that was one thing that we're doing a little bit different. As far as speed, it's WP Rocket, and we're on cloud hosting. SEO Press for schema and all the types of meta and all that kind of stuff. Plugins. Theme is Blank Slate, I think. I think I use something called Blank Slate. It's just a clean, clear theme. And then I'm building with Thrive Architect, because again, he wanted something that he was able to utilize that's simple and easy to use. My recommendation was, hey, if it has to be WordPress and you need a builder and you want it to be easy, let's go with Thrive. Reason being is it's super easy. It runs fast. It's nice. I mean, you can't beat it, in my opinion. I mean, you could beat it. Like, I like Oxygen, but as far as for him, not so much, right? For me, for new builds, that want WordPress, I've been using Oxygen. But that's neither here nor there, right? So let's see if you guys have any questions so far. Probably not, but Google engineer claims backlinks don't do anything for ranking a business unless it's related to the business. Interesting, Jack. Love your content. Thanks, bro. Always my pleasure, Nathan. Enzo says, hey, Chris, happy Friday. We bought main keyword-based domains and set up sites. Should we have money site branding on them, or should we have unique branding? Thank you in advance. All right, so you bought main keyword-based domains and setup sites. Should we have the main site branding on them, or should we have unique branding? Thank you in advance. So if you went out and you bought sites, I'm assuming that you bought or purchased sites that already had some type of authority or baseline metrics feeding into them, right? So with that being said, I would assume that you're building them out exactly how they were. Now, if you're just buying domain names based off of exact match names of the actual domain, then you want to set them up like regular brand, like a normal website. I don't know why you would do that, unless you're in super weak SERPs and you're trying to take over the SERP. But aside from that, I'm not sure the benefit of this, right? I ran into this with a client recently. I don't want to say the niche because I'm working heavily in it, but he's operating in New York and in Miami. And he snapped up quite a few domains, and I'm looking at the competitors and I'm saying, you know, for the keywords we're targeting, you know, the guy that's winning has one domain and he's hitting all these words. I don't know why we're not modeling what's working, right? If Google's going to be gracious enough to showcase exactly what they want, and we know this because it's in the search results, then why aren't we modeling what they're doing? It's as easy as that, right? Especially when this particular client had an authoritative domain. He's 10 years old or 9 years old. You know, it would be nothing to launch more pages. So I hope that helps you out. But anyway, the WP Rocket you provide on your website, does it get updates? It's an ultimate, yes. Yeah, I believe so. I think I did it so it updates by itself. I think I did it so it updates by itself. Here, let me come in here and take a look. I think when I did it, this is the same one, right? This is the same thing you have. This is what I let people use, right? See this? Infinite, right? So I think you should be fine. I know it's beneficial to get a $250 plugin complimentary, right? I'm pretty sure it does update. I think I figured that part out. I'm happy to be able to give that to people that need it, to try it out, you know. It's just a trial version. All right, moving on. Anything else? And you didn't get that from my side. I don't know what you're talking about. What will be your anchor text strategy for local sites? So, I mean, I'm being pretty public with this. You know, most of the companies that I work with are like, what's one of the first things they say is, I don't want my stuff online, right? So there's a lot of, it's, you know, in the past year, if I've worked with 26 different companies, one of them said, hey, no, that's cool, you know? So, yeah. And plus, he's solid. I mean, I'm not worried about anything like that. So what's the anchor text? So anchor text distribution is going to be, I mean, you're going to see what I'm going to do. I'm not going to show you my vendors or who I use or any of my lists or anything like that. But, I mean, you obviously see that I'm literally working on this account. So I can share with you my game plan if you'd like. And it's going to be quite simple. It's going to be massive amounts of citations, right? Because we know those are neutral. Press releases for the big cities, right? And that's step one, right? And then if I'm going to be building links in, they're going to primarily be branded, right? So yeah, that's the game plan. And we have to remember too, this is a local mover, you know. He doesn't really need a lot to get the needle moving. Plus, I mean, this particular gentleman's been in business for 25 years. The website's been up for 12, right? He worked with a agency for years, and when I saw it, I was just taken back. And if I, dude, you would be blown away if I showed you who was working on this. You wouldn't even believe me if I told you. All right. Anyway, you would be blown away. Blown away. All right. Anyway, EXIF data, not a priority at all, brother. Not at all. Zero. The primary goal is content and links. That is the objective here, right? So if there's an X amount of dollars to allocate on a monthly retainer, right? 20% comes to Chris because it's my time. The rest needs to be allocated to new content and backlinks. That's it. You know, my objective is to build more GMB assets, as many as I can, right? So that's a separate budget. I already talked to him about that. Like, that's a whole another ball game. So our goal is snapping up authentic, verified listings in new locations, right? Because his business spans pretty far, and he didn't realize that, when you have multiple locations, because he does storage, it's moving and storage, and I'm like, wait a minute. So you have all these locations for storage. We need to get those babies verified. So that's like, that's definite getting done, right? Plus it's the real deal. But as far as EXIF data, that is way down on the list. I don't think he would be comfortable in allocating budget to me adding that type of thing. That was not even pitched in the proposal. So, hey Chris, happy Friday. So that's that. But again, Paul, I'm not taking away from, if you're that far in your campaign and you're just looking for stuff to do, sure. But that is not a priority, brother, at all. All right? And I mean, they make fun videos, but it's not on the list at all. All right, my website ranking got stuck at 8th position. I've tried different techniques of on-page and backlinking also, but ranking is not improving. Keyword is very competitive. What have I to do? That's going to be hard for me to... If you want to give me the site right now, I'll look at it and I'll tell you what I would do. If you want to. If you don't want to, then that's going to be relatively hard for me to even get in the ballpark of what you should be doing, right? Thanks, Paul. Yeah, never a problem. So let's get in here. And then here's some of the pages. So let's leave this one up and this one. Let's get rid of this. So what we're going to do is we're going to come in here because site : horizonmoversqc.com. All right, so portable storage, cached, portable storage, what is this? All right, so so the reason why I'm doing this is because we need to get some other pages on here. The past worker had these pages up, and the client wants to see these, and plus it's relevant. I mean, it's a must. So I'm moving, I got that. So climate control, and then I need portable storage. Okay. All right, so okay, let me take a look at here. So portable storage, climate control storage, right? Packing supplies, or moving supplies is probably what we're gonna do. Okay. So here, let's come over here, and then what is it? Moving supplies, IOWA. All right, let me take a look at something here quick. All right, so I need keyword magic. This is a tool called, oh boy. So it's going to be moving supplies Iowa. This is SEMrush. SEMrush just went public, so moving supplies Iowa City. So moving supplies. So that they are showing a volume. So moving supplies near me. I like that. Okay, we're gonna run with that. All right. All right. Any other questions before I get into this? And I'll be happy to answer them. Error: you're not receiving enough video to maintain smooth streaming as such viewers. Excuse you? Let me come over here quick. Well, I don't see why, but okay. So my website, okay, so Paul, please suggest what I have to do. All right, so my website ranking got stuck on 8th position. I've tried different techniques of on-page and backlinking also, but rankings is not improving keyword. All right, so first and foremost, is there the sites that are above you, how much older are they than yours? That's the first step. The next step is what kind of pages are ranking above you? Are they blogs? Are they product pages? Are they category pages? Like, what kind of page is it? The next step is the pages that are above you. If we go in and analyze, you can either use Pop or you can do it yourself and take a look at how many zones are on the page. How many headings? How many headers? How many of them are optimized and how many of them aren't? Meaning, how many heading tags? H1s, H2s, H3s, H4, H5, H6. How many of those zones have keywords in them and how many of them don't? And how many total are there? Okay? Do you have the right amount of elements on the page? All right? Is the word count, are you similar in word count and word placement? You know, if we can get the right amount of elements, the right amount of optimized zones, we have the right type of page, our age bracket is actually going to be able to rank, meaning like what I said in the very beginning, is the structure correct, right? URL, H1, do I have the right amount of elements, the right amount of optimized zones, and then are you utilizing a tool to figure out, okay, my optimization is right, but what about NLP or LSI keywords? Is my page relevant enough to rank? Once that's done, the next step is, all right, who's winning? How many authoritative links do they have and what's the anchor text coming in, right? And how many of the links in the top 7 guys that are above you have you gone through and looked at their links and which have you snapped up any low-hanging fruit that they have that you can just go build or quickly go buy? That's what I would do. So hopefully that helps you out. How do you change the bit rate? A bit rate? So settings, let me see here. Video. I have no idea where to even begin with that. Well, hey, it seems like it's fine to me. How are you doing? I'm doing great, Paul. Great to hear from you. Do you have a future video where you'd roast a website, specifically mine, trying to learn SEO as a business owner? No, I don't get into that kind of stuff. That's not something I like to do. If you want to give me your site, though, I'd be happy to look at it, though. As you know, I'm not in local SEO, and I'm just a content creator, but I always watch every stream. I'm going to have to get into local SEO using YouTube at some point, though. Missing out for sure. Yeah, I love both aspects. Can you build GMBs in local sites with virtual addresses if I am from a different country? Yes, but no. Yes, you can, but it really depends on what you're getting and where you're getting them. Careful, don't share your key. Your stream only drop frames for very small moment. Okay. Okay. Anyway, so let's get back to work in here now. All right, so the next step is this. So we need to come inside of here. Published. All right, so we did long distance. We have this. We have our services page. Now I want to create a locations page. But first I need to get these pages on here because he wants them on here, right? And so do I. So portable storage containers. Is that the right word? Is that what we're looking for? 4,400. Okay. So portable storage containers. Okay. Could do that. So obviously we want to rebuild exactly what was here. as far as structure is concerned. Plus, you know, it already had a little bit of oomph to it. So what we're going to do is we're going to duplicate the home because he likes that layout. All right, we're going to go over here to published or all. And what I'm looking for is the home page. Local. All right, long distance. Where is it? Policy. Let's come over here to page 2. It's probably up at the top. So here's the front page. Here's my draft. All right, so this is going to be a quick edit here. This is Horizon Movers. So this is going to be portable storage containers near me. Portable storage containers I guess I don't need that in there. All right, portable storage containers. Yeah. Okay, so we can update this. What we're going to do is we're just going to go ahead and publish this. Update. All right, come over here to published. We're going to go to portable storage containers now, which is right here, and we're going to come in here to Thrive. If you've never used Thrive before, it's pretty cool. I love Oxygen. I'll say this. I would use anything but Elementor. That I can guarantee you. You know, I like Beaver Builder. I like WP Bakery. I like anything but Elementor. That has to be the worst builder. Have I made my point? I loathe that builder. It's just not intuitive. It just doesn't function properly like a human. Like, who created that? You know what I mean? Like, who would do such an absurd thing? Not me. All right, so here, let's come back over here. Let's ditch this. All right, so this bar here, I want to move down. Okay, back up. All right, give me this. Background. All right, so this, let me see this quick. All right. So portable storage containers. Okay, portable storage containers. All right. So what I want to do is I'm going to scroll on down here. All right. So that's that. Now he really likes this. He wants this here. So, I mean, it's his site. And that was a fun thing. Like, when I spoke to him, he's like, yeah, the last couple guys that I worked with, you know, if they thought that the design element wasn't right, they wouldn't let me do it. They'd hem and haw and give me a hard time. And I was literally baffled by this because, I don't know. I just think, I mean, if it's your site, I mean, hey, just because I don't like it doesn't mean that you can't do it. Why can't I? See, this is driving me crazy. Here, let's get rid of this. I guess that's okay right there like that. Okay, so this has to be portable storage. So this is what we're making right here. So this is the stuff that was already on the page. I don't know why, but all right, so portable storage. And again, we just need to get these pages up for our meeting tonight because he wants to make sure that they're here. right? So I need to make sure that they're here. Black is fine. Apply. Make this way smaller. Okay. Well, how come you're not black? All right. Again, please ask any questions. I mean, we're literally just working together today. I wanted to share with you, a little bit of what I'm working on, what I'm doing. All right, so this is going to be portable. All right, so it's portable storage containers, right? And then what I want to do is, okay, so that's good. All right, so portable storage containers, portable storage containers, okay. Portable storage and storage container. All right, so this probably going to be something a little bit different. So probably something like this. I'm waiting on some more photos, so this is what we're gonna use for now. Portable storage containers. That's cool, man. All right, so this. All right, so this up, above columns. So this is what text. So I don't necessarily need text. What I want is a content box. So we're going to put that right here. And inside of that content box, and inside of that, I want to put my okay, cool. There we go. Ditch this. All right. I think that looks pretty cool, man. I'm pretty happy with that. So portable storage. All right, so this is perfectly fine. Okay, so this. All right. Again, we're just getting the pages up right now. What heading is this? All right. All right. So what we want to do is we want to go down here. For rent. Oh, okay. Okay. Portable storage box. On-site storage containers. Ah, there we go. That's what we want. On-site storage containers. All right, there we are. Okay, I guess that's fine. And then this, we want dark blue and okay. Actually, no, this, I want this color. Wait, where's that blue at? Is that the blue? Kind of blue. Okay. So that's my H2. All right, so. And we're going to come back in here and edit this in a little bit. 25 years of storage. Of course, storage. Okay, now we'll come back down here. Now, what else was on that past website? Let me just take a look. This was the last iteration that wasn't me or whatever I was doing. This was from the past people, right? So we will get this on the page. So we're going to put this here. I actually like this. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to make that a 2. Alright, we're going to go to blue and apply. Alright, so how does it work? Wow, look at this spelling. Ha! That's straight from their site. Interesting. You wouldn't believe who did this work. You would never believe. It's... I was really taken back by it. I mean, my spelling is horrendous. Don't get me wrong. But it doesn't take much to, you know, edit these things. All right, so this is portable storage. So here's storage container, portable storage, portable containers. So here's container. Okay, we can go with that. Need storage containers on site. Okay, so for now we're gonna run with this because I need to get these pages up. Questions? Anybody at all? Hey Chris, hey Zane, what's up, brother? Good to see you. So love your content. Thanks, bro. Nathan, it's my pleasure to share. You know, I just enjoy sharing, and yeah. All right. Hey Chris, happy Friday. Yeah, that's it. My family went out to enjoy, and I had another project before this one that I was working on. I'm also launching. I guess it's launching. I'm starting the group mentorship or group coaching. It's really group consulting is really what it is, but people I guess don't like that term. So it's just group consulting. So I was really excited about that. I'm got a couple guys, I think a gal maybe, to join. So I think I was really happy and thrilled to know that I'd be able to free up a lot more time for my family and other projects that I'm working on. So yeah, I was really stoked because that's the objective. You know, I want to be able to allocate a lot of time to help, you know, with consulting, but I want to make that one day because now I have all these other days now, right? I could deal with my few clients that I'm working with. I can start putting out my services, you know, and then I'm not always consumed with, not that I don't love it, right? I created it. It's mine. I mean, it's, I put it out there. Hey, I'd love to help you, right? So, but it's the same fashion. I want to be able to have it on a particular day that works the best for me so I can open up my schedule for other opportunities. Makes sense, right? So let's keep going down the list here. Again, we're working together, but I'm happy to answer your questions. I'll go do, you know, I'd be happy to help you. All right, so please suggest what I have to do. All right, can build GMBs and local sites, virtual address, covered that, covered this. All right, do you have future video where you'd roast a website? No. Mr. Palmer, how are you doing? I'm doing excellent, Paul. Excellent. Careful, don't share your key. Okay. Zane, great to see you. And not too long ago, I recommended Zane's channel for some GMB, so good to see you, brother. What amount of your time you will allocate to Schema on this customer's website? Schema on the website. Well, if you go in here and you take a look, right? So if we go to Horizon Movers, so let's head out here quick, and we come into the page, right? Let's go to View Page Source, Control F, Schema, right? So we've already put in you know, more than what the SERP is calling for, right? Others in the SERP weren't even having most of these elements. Some of them did, some of them didn't, but I added a few extras. So here's what we took care of so far. So we have, we have our basics, right? We're naming the type. So there's website, there's organization, there's our review schema. This looks like our navigation, and then we have, we're naming our navigational menus. If you also take a look here, I have Dublin Core inside of here, I believe. OG, so this is, we have our OG and metas right here. So if you take a look, here's DC title. So this is Dublin Core. So, and what's great about the plugin that I'm using, it takes care of a lot of these schemas. I think it took me about 20 minutes to take care of that. The next step is going to be associating entities within the schema. I did a lot of this for a lot of past clients, and yes, it's really fun. Yes, it really beefs up the page, but that type of allocation of time and adding that in is going to be definitely after the pages get pushed, right? My main objective was to get the homepage up, because that's where most of the traffic was coming. So I wanted to hurry up and get that done. And if you take a look, I was in a rush, right? So Horizon, Movers, QC, it actually cached the other version. So if we come in here to the cache, oh, they grabbed the new one. Oh, cool. Okay, so it looks like they did get the new one. So that's really exciting. I'm very happy to see that. So that means they're crawling fast on here. And I didn't even, I was waiting to get everything up before submitting a sitemap and running through everything. I wanted all the other pages to stay indexed until I built out the new ones, and then I was going to resubmit the sitemap and crawl the URLs one by one and make sure everything was okay, right? So that's why I just left everything, and I didn't, I wasn't messing around too much, because everything was still indexed. It was still sitting in here. I wasn't playing with it, right? I wanted a nice transfer over to a new server, new host, new everything. I wanted everything to go very well. I didn't want to see a dip in rank. I didn't want any trouble at all, which we had no trouble. So I succeeded in my goal. But again, so that's interesting. So Horizon, so moving company, Quad Cities. This is really the one I want to win. Yeah, so we went from 5 to 3. That's not really where I want to be. I mean he's gonna be happy, but I'm not happy. And then I guess the other one is Quad City. Two men in a truck, locals love us, but there's no volume there. So that stinks. Okay. Interesting. All right. I mean, I got the one with volume, so I'm happy. That's what I was tuning towards. All right. Well, you guys are getting me off track here. Okay, let me get back through here again. All right. Is it okay to SEO and design? Is it okay for? What do you think about Divi? I don't use Divi. I've seen a couple guys using it. I mean, it's PHP. I mean, yeah, I've tried them all because they're easy to get, right? I've played with them all, right? I think Divi is cool, but it's a little sluggish in my opinion. It's a little bulky. But it is a nice little tool. I don't know why, like, I really, really, really like Oxygen. I think you guys would really like it. It's a WordPress builder. If you've never used it before, I think you'll really like it. I probably spelled that wrong. So Oxygen Builder. This is what I use for most of the sites that I've been picking up, that if they want to do WordPress, this is what I've been using. So yeah, I mean, this is what I've been using. So I like this tool. I think it's really nice and it works well. It's fast. a little tricky to learn, but definitely a good tool. All right, so there's that. Mini nets. No, but that's funny. I just mentioned that. I've been. See, that's funny. You can always tell like old school guys or guys who've been doing it a while, because I was just talking about like little build outs that I do, and no, I haven't looked at it, but that's what I call them, little mini nets. Like particular clients will want you to build 5 or 10 site buffer layers or whatever you want to look at it, mini nets. But no, I haven't looked at that. I'm not sure if the NFG guys are like Brad and all those guys. I'm sure it's awesome. I mean, they're definitely pros. What do you think about Divi? Okay, so SEO, okay. Is it mandatory to write meta description of a ranked page? No. What's the builder? I'm using Thrive. Have you ever used tools like Zenoposter or BAS? I've used Zenoposter briefly on someone else's server just to, check things out. I was playing around with it heavily on some Android devices to see if it could automate what I was looking for, which it kind of can. So yeah, I've played with it. BAS, I have no idea what that is. H1 should be one or multiple on ranked page. H1 should be one or multiple on ranked page. So there's generally only one H1. It's whatever the SERP's calling for, but generally there's only one, and it should match the title and ideally the URL. All right. Yeah, Brad and Mike. Oh, okay. Yeah, those guys are great. I haven't looked at it, but those guys are great. I like those guys a lot, and I like what they have to say. Some of it, right? I mean, what can I say? I'm sure it's good. I haven't looked at it, though. What about Elementor as a builder? What are you, crazy? I hate Elementor. I would never use it. I loathe it to the deepest degree. I had a site I was playing with, and then I literally was just so fed up with it because it was Elementor, that I just benched it, right? I have like a tech tip site that I was gonna showcase and play with like live and stuff, but because it was just I just couldn't freaking handle it, dude. I just hated it. And then at that same time I was going through VAs and it just got benched, right? I'm sure it's still doing okay. I have a domain called Boobeam, but I haven't really played with it. Let's go check it out quick. Oh boy, that's not good. Here, let's come over here to SEMrush. All right. So we're looking at Boobeam. So yeah, this is so yeah, we're losing keywords like crazy. So yeah, I kind of benched this domain. Maybe I'll have to work on it again. I didn't realize I lost so many keywords. Organic search traffic is plus. So the past 6 months. Yeah, this is where I did a whole boatload of work. And then once December hit, it dropped me off. But yeah, I benched this site, and it was Elementor. That was really the reason I just loathe it so much. It's just was making me crazy. So yeah. Tronics Fix is probably who I'll model after, though. Let's go see how it's doing. So yeah, this is the site. I kind of benched it though. Like I literally benched it. I think I went from doing like, I don't know, $112 I think I was doing $112 a month when I got it. I got it up to about $212, $214, $240 one month. I mean, it was making a couple bucks. I was doing really well with an affiliate that I had with a gentleman in the UK that fixes Xboxes, right? So I was doing really good with that. Like, that was the main flow, right? And then, like, Amazon, I was making crumbs. So, yeah, I don't want to get too far off track, though. But, yeah. I hate Elementor. This is Elementor. I despise it immensely. You see, you got me off on a tangent. I hate it so much, you know, like I can't even, like, it makes me sad because I had that site and I went out and got, I actually got 100 pieces of content created, all different lengths, like everywhere between 700 and 2,600 words. 100 different pieces of content that I was going to have on a rotating schedule. But it was just, I just hated it. All right. So, have you ever used tools? Okay. What about, okay. Yeah, Brad and Mike. Okay, so we got through the questions. Cool. All right, so let's keep moving on. All right, where were we? We were initiating the storage page. Okay. All right, so this is the storage page. All righty. Did I get everything off of the previous page? So here, let's get rid of these. This one, leave that there. Get rid of that. So portable storage. So I took off what was currently there. Okay, so this. All right, so this, let's bring this over here because this was previously on the page. Let me get rid of this. Okay. Yeah, I really cannot even, I cannot believe who did this, who set this site up and who was running this site. Like, I was baffled. I actually got an email forwarded to me regarding, because we just, you know, I just took it over and moved servers and everything. All right, what size is this? 18, okay. 18. Why does this look so different? Inherit. All right, so 16 is fine. 16. All right. Okay. All right, so you can save that in there. I'm pretty cool with that right now. I don't want that to be bold though. Before I stop. All right, well, I'm cool with that. All right, so there's our portable storage page. So that's identical to what it was, portable storage containers. All right, so that's good. All right, so let's come back over here. We're gonna save this one more time to make sure that it's here. All right, get rid of this. We're gonna come into here. We're gonna go over here. We're gonna go to published. And then we should have the portable storage containers. Perfect. We're gonna go in the settings and we're gonna add it to the appearance. We're gonna go to menus. All right, and we want to add the portable storage containers to the menu, right? Our main menu. All right, cool, perfect. All right, so portable storage containers. All right, next was hiring. All right, so we want to set this up, and the reason why they did do this one thing relatively well. Okay, they did do a campaign in order to force traffic over, which was smart, you know. So that was good to see. But aside from that, let's keep moving here. So this is packing supplies, okay. So packing supplies. So packing supplies is going to be where? I guess 18,000. So that works out pretty good. Let's keep going here. Now hiring affordable packing supplies. I guess we can just use this. It's fine, I guess. So we're going to come over here to all pages, cancel and save. Right, pages, all pages, published. And then we want to go to portable storage containers, quick edit, paste, update. Alrighty. What else was there? Okay, so long distance, so quick edit. We're gonna take this, copy, and paste. Update. Alright, there's gotta be a way. Let me see here. Do not display. Alright, so let me come into here so I don't have to worry about that. We're gonna go into our plugins, installed plugins. Oh, actually, it's this one. So we're gonna go in here to our titles and metas, and then single post type. So this is our title. Okay, so pages, so post title. Do not display the single, do not follow, okay, display data in Google search results by adding article modified time meta. Okay. Alright, display post thumbnail in Google search results. Yes. And then posts. I don't use posts. Alright, so pages, thrive symbols, that's fine. Yeah, you don't need to do that. So let's come in here, we can save that. Archives advanced. Okay, so no index, no follow. Open directory project metadata for titles or excerpts for all pages. So no image index. Do not index. No, that's fine. No archive. No. Indicate paginated content. Yes. No index on. Add a no index. Meta robots for all paginated archive pages. Yes. Okay, no link search box, no. Okay, so save that. Now what I want is, if you noticed, it kept adding. So site title. Alright, so it's already in there. Site title, tagline. Okay. Interesting. So what I want in here, no matter what, is the site title, meta description. I want it to be on the posts. So on my pages, I want that to be the post title. Post title. I want it to be where's the page? Site title, post date, post. Okay, so here we go. Page. All right. Okay. Day. Blah 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 blah. All right. Current time. Okay. So that I guess we're okay there. All right. I guess I can't add that. Okay. Whatever they say. I was hoping to just not have to keep doing that. Okay, that's fine. Company policy. quick edit. So we're going to take this, copy it, we're going to put it into here. Horizon, movers, and storage. Okay, we're going to update that. Let me keep coming into here. Please ask any questions. I'm just sharing this just, you know, because I was really going to do it anyway today. So I figured, hey, contact us. Okay, we're going to add that into here. Paste and update. All right, privacy policy, quick, Horizon. Okay, so we're going to do privacy policy, Horizon, movers, and storage, right? Because that's the name, that's their actual name. We're going to copy that and put it into here. Blah, 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 update, okay. Contact us, wait a second here. Contact us. Quick edit. Contact us, Horizon movers and storage. Okay, copy. We're going to put that into here and paste it and update it. Okay. Wait a second here. Why, why is that not over here? Why is it not adding this? Local moving, quick. So here, let's bring this over. Local moving company, move with Horizon movers. Okay. Paste that in. Title tag, update. Huh. Very interesting. Here, let's refresh this. Oh, I see. Okay, so just there's a lag. Okay. Okay. I'll take a lag. That's fine. Moving services. We're going to copy that. We're going to bring this down here. We're going to paste it and update. You would think it would just go right in here. So there's moving services. So it's literally not showing, but it is going in here. Okay. All right. That's fine. So terms of service and GDRP, quick edit. We're going to go ahead and just add that in because we need to have a title with those phrases in it. Now, thank you. This is a no index page, but we still want to have it in there. This is just a thank you page after they fill out a form. I just send them over to this thank you, right? All right, we can go ahead and refresh this now. All right, so we added that. Now, the no hiring, so this is affordable. So this is packing supplies. Now, if I take a look at this, packing supplies, what I want it to be is packing supplies for moving. All right, so that's a 480 term. Okay, so packing supplies. Any other questions? What about Elementor? Okay. Yeah, Brad. Okay. How do you manage to keep all of your websites safe from being hacked or malware? Well, I think that starts with, you know, proper server configuration and utilizing, I think, good sites. Checking your server logs is definitely a must. But aside from that, I mean, that's really the main deal there, you know. So yeah. All right, let's move on. So we're gonna do packing supplies now for moving. So we're gonna come inside of here, and what I'm looking for is, so this is climate control. So we did the portable storage page, okay? So we took care of that. So this is climate control. So let's go ahead and do that, and they named it climate controlled storage. So, let me see here. So, climate controlled storage, IOWA. Let me just take a look at something here quick. So it's 0, so storage unit. All right. How about unit? Ah, okay. So the word unit must be the LSI for that. So unit is a must. So climate control storage units, is S going to make a difference here? No. Okay. So that means that, okay, so climate control storage units. I'm sorry, but that's what it's going to have to be, because it's, so what we're going to do is we're going to go in here to published. We're going to look for our page. Go to published. So here, let me come inside of here really quick. And what I want to do is I want to create, we're going to go in here and we're going to save this landing page. Template is going to be Horizon Movers template. All right, and we're just going to call it that. Homepage. Right? Save. Because this is the one that he liked. This is how he wants it, and I'm not going to argue with him. Why would I? All right, so that's that. Did I do this? Edit. Privacy. Okay, yes. GDRP. Yes. Okay. Cookies. Yes. Okay. Accessibility. Yes. Terms of service. Yes. Okay. So I did do that. All right. Did I fill this out? Target URL, Facebook. Okay. All right. How about this one? Animation. Okay, so I didn't do that yet, and okay. All right, so I didn't add that in, so we're gonna go ahead and save this. Did I add the, okay, wait, before I get too far, did I add this in here? I did. All right, and then what about this? Yes, and then did I add it onto here? Let me just make sure I put these links in the footer. All right, I did. All right, excellent work. Perfect. All right, so this is centered. Okay. All right, how's that look on mobile? Looks looks good. Okay. I'm cool with that. All right, let's keep it pushing then. All right, so that's done. Let's save that. We're going to go back over here to desktop, and we're working on climate control storage units, I believe. So is that what it is? So packing supplies, we'll work on that next, but this right here, this is the hiring, okay, and then climate controlled storage units. Okay, so that's going to be our new page. It's going to be climate controlled storage units. Okay, so climate controlled storage units. So we're going to go ahead and add a new page. All right, and we're going to launch this. Climate controlled storage units. Okay, what we want to do is come over here. It's going to be our pre-built my templates. Apply. Remember that? Doug. Do 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 do. You guys probably don't remember that. Man, I used to love that show. Who didn't? Right? All right. So for this one, this is climate controlled storage, right? So what we're going to do is we're going to showcase this particular facility because it's absolutely beautiful, right? We're going to go ahead and open this up. And height, we can make this a little smaller. This is just one of them. Make this bigger. Bring this up. All right. Image effects. No. What I want to do is I want to add this. Let's circle that off a little bit. Whoop. What do you guys think? What do you think? Is that too big? Does that look absurd? Oh, okay. And then we'll go here to size or height. Now shrink it. I don't know if I like this. I don't know if this image is good for here. Okay, I think the secondary pages, what I was doing was, I think I was removing the hero image and just leaving this up top and then doing I think that's how I did the internal pages. So let's stick with that. So climate controlled storage units. So copy that. Let's bring it over here. So it's going to be climate controlled storage units, right? So climate control storage units. Okay, let's go ahead and put that in there. Meta description we will leave. Let me take a look at this here quick. Okay, that looks good. Target keywords, nope. Suggestions, no thanks. Canonical, I'm gonna have to do that on all these pages. I forgot that. Social tags, no follow links. Okay. I see. All right. So bring it in here. Oh, that's fine. Climate control storage units. Okay, so save. And then go back over here. Bring it over here. Get rid of this. Alright, so if we come on down here. This was this, so we'll use this one here. Okay, I'm waiting on images, so if I take a look at this, what is the first H2? Climate controlled storage units near me. Climate controlled storage near me. Climate controlled storage. So they're all near me. And then cost. Okay, so all of them are near me. So climate controlled storage, climate controlled storage units, climate controlled self-storage units. So no, we don't, that's a little bit too far off. All right, so climate controlled storage units near me is going to be my lead H2. So this is H2. That's going to be our lead H2. And if he wants to change that, that's fine. But we're going to come over here to our climate control storage units, and we want to go ahead. All furniture is padded and shrink earthbound storage. Okay, so let's go ahead and take this. We'll copy it. Oh, here. Bring this up. All right, we'll have to come in here and change some of these things. But I think for now, these are the words that were already here. Storage unit. All right, climate control storage unit. All right. This, insert, okay. Here, and then get rid of this, go down here like this. Height is fine. Here, bring this up here. Bring this down. No. Alright, so this. Alright, it's not what I want. But, again, I don't have the images, so I gotta take what I can get at this point. Alright, so I'm not sure where to start. So let's take this stuff here, because I want it there on the page for when I talk with him later. Paste that in there. And then portable storage containers. Alright, so we have this, okay. Alright, so I think so far okay. Okay, so that's that. Alright. So with that being said, this is going to be our baseline. Alright, saved headers. Go ahead and throw that in there. And inside, we'll go down to the bottom, insert footer. Alright, and insert, okay, and save. Alright, so that's good. That's good, good. Alright, anybody have any questions about anything? Alright, so when doing design, do you use Nimbify for Oxygen to shortcut? Alright, so 9 times out of 10, I don't do design. Alright, I hand it off. Alright, I have somebody that takes care of these things. Okay, however, if I'm pitching a idea or I'm getting the sale, right, or working with a particular client, then I always aim towards Oxygen, right? So when I have them build it, it's usually going to be Oxygen. All right. This was a special case simply because I'm also at nighttime consulting with this gentleman and showcasing a lot of, he wants to learn too. So we have to note that. Great use of related searches. I like that. Thanks. Yeah. Cool. All right. So we have a little bit more time. We lost a lot of people. I mean, it's not the funnest thing in the world to, but hey, we're going to come in here. What we're doing right now, so just so you know, is I need to get up these key pages, okay? Once I have these key pages in place, then we're going to go back in and we want to tweak a few things, all right? Quite notably, the homepage, we want to get in there and optimize. But I need these key pages for tonight, so when I speak with this gentleman, I have them done because I told him I'd have them done. So yeah. All right, so this is the climate controlled storage units. So we have this part done. All right, so that's done. All right, so I don't have to worry about that. So this is packing supplies. We did that, I believe. All right, so this page should be taken care of. All right, let's go ahead and refresh this. So this is climate controlled storage units. Quick edit. Climate controlled storage units. All right. And I'm not going to get into that. So climate controlled storage units. And that's exactly what I want the slug to be. All right, so this is going to go to published. We're going to update this. And then we want to get this into the menu. So climate controlled storage units. So we did portable. We did climate. Okay, I could have swore I got the portable, climate controlled, moving services. Okay. All right, so pages, all pages. Cancel and save. All right, so pages, all pages. So climate control. I thought I did a packing supply page. Didn't we do that together? I could have swore. All right, so that's services, portable storage containers. Oh, we didn't yet. Okay, so packing supplies, I guess, are next. Let's get that done and out of the way. Packing supplies, huh? Okay. So packing supplies, we're going to go to the cached version. Oh, I didn't do this yet. Okay. So packing supplies. So packing supplies for moving. Packing supplies. All right. Well, what did he have? Packing supplies? All right. I guess all right, let's run that. All right, so let's add a new page. And then it's gonna be packing supplies for moving. Right? Packing Alright, so the title is going to be for moving, but the slug will be different. Alright, so what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and launch this. Alright, and then we need to get pre-built, saved, delete that, yes. Take this, delete that, yes. This, and oh no. Apply. Alright, so this is packing supplies for moving. So what we want to do is make the header and footer visible first and foremost, as I already went in and created that. And then insert this, yup, and that, insert that, perfect. Save, no, not yet. Alright, so this is going to be packing supplies for moving. So, packing supplies for moving. Okay. And then this is going to say packing supplies. Alright, I don't know if you guys noticed this or not, but this is the H1. Okay. This is the H2. Now if we come over here to packing supplies for moving, whoop, let's make sure we type that in right. Packing supplies for moving, we have a nice little volume there, and then we come down. Okay. Okay, so that. Alright, now, so we have our packing supplies page. The do's of packing, the don'ts of packing. Okay. So this has basically nothing on it. Okay. Alright, so packing supplies for moving. Who's the winner? U-Haul, packing supplies. Okay. Home Depot. Alright, so packing supplies. Packing supplies near me, Iowa. Alright, who's the winner? Dinner. U-Haul, they keep winning. Okay, so that's fine. It's probably based off of authority. But let me go in here and see how they got their page structured here. And what do they got going on here? So it's just a list of a bunch of junk. Alright, so there's no words, so it shouldn't take too much to win this. So packing supplies. Alright, who's got words on the page? Aha! Okay. Well, let me see here. So let's come over here. Let's get this. And bring this over here. Okay, paste and this. Okay. So that's interesting, because then we're going to have to take a note of this here. Alright, so I think we're gonna, what I want to do here is, so packing supplies. Boy, oh boy, I hate the freaking, well, we gotta make sure we have this, so let's take this, right, and then I think for this page, packing supplies, short distance moves. All right. So let's go into here. All right. So this is kind of cool. Make moving easy with these simple tips. So I think we can work with that. Packing supplies near me. Is this a heading? Is that what they did here? Okay. So here, we'll take this, and we're gonna take that and that. Okay. Then we're gonna go here. No, here. No, here. Here. I guess this one. I don't know. Okay, so give me this. Okay. And then this is going to be this. And then we'll get it into here like this. All right. Making a movie with these simple tips. Okay, now this, the do's of packing. So this, let's grab this. Above text. Paste, this is basic. This is going to be plain text. We're going to make this big to appear like a heading, but it's not a heading. Because why would I put that in there? Unless I need it, which those other pages had nothing on them, so I don't need zones. And then I think these would be nice numbered, a numbered list, maybe? Let me take a look at this page here. So this is the winner for every single cert, but I think it's based off of authority here. Oh, okay. Okay. All right, interesting. All right, so let's take a look back over here. I'm ready when you are. I mean, we have 10 minutes, my friend. We're on at 8 o'clock, so you're 10 minutes early, but that's okay. I'm going to take care of this page, and then we're going to go. So that's going to wrap it up for today. You know, I might not do these, because I don't know if there's benefit to showcasing work. I think it might be better for to go through what was done and why, instead of doing the work. Maybe I won't do these anymore, because I don't like, I don't know if it's something that is good. It's time consuming, right? I'm taking my time. I think it's better to do the work and then come back and showcase, right? Because it doesn't fit my format. It doesn't fit my formula of videos, right? But I need content, especially if I'm doing some work, and it's good to showcase, hey, this is what I'm doing. So, all right. So this, we're going to add text right here underneath this. And then what I'm going to do is cut this out, paste it in, and this is this is going to be a heading 2. All right, so the do's of packing. And then this is actually going to be dark blue. All right. Now, I think that these can be done like this, right? These are really good for these. I'm gonna have to come back in here and play with this. All right, so I have to go. I have to meet with a client, but I don't think I'm gonna do these anymore because I feel like they're boring. I think it'll be better to implement work and then cover why I did it, what I did, and things that I feel that should be done, right? Because my formula is one idea, one concept, one video, right? So it doesn't fit into my format or my strategy. So I think this will be the last time I do this. But it's been an absolute pleasure. I I always love sharing. I enjoy it. Hopefully this was beneficial. It's always, and two, I just like somebody to chat with, I guess. I was hoping maybe some more questions, right? But it's been such a pleasure. Thank you all so much. I appreciate your time, joining me, asking the questions that you did. Thank you, Lex. It's been such a pleasure. Thank you all so much. Many blessings. I hope that you have much luck. I would stay on, but I have to meet with a gentleman. We're going to do an audit tonight. That would be a good video. But see, these guys are, how people, that's their business. So it's been a pleasure. Blessings. Thank you all so much, and I'll see you in the next one. Please, hey, if you guys, are looking for a group, no pitch, I have group consulting. If you're interested, go to seo.chrspLMR.com. It's as easy as that. Have a great night. Goodbye. Love learning the use of all the different tools of websites in SEO. Me too, man. I've been addicted to SEO for over a decade, right? So I know exactly what you mean. Have a good day.